ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So I'm going to be eating some hard candy while we go through the news this week. So hopefully the sounds are relaxing. So first off, let's talk about something crazy. So there's going to be a brand new Battlefield game, and people are very, very excited for a new Battlefield. People have been hoping for the return of Battlefield for many, many months, ever since like the last Battlefield came out, to a kind of lukewarm reception, let's say that, because I know some people like the last Battlefield, but you know, it's nothing compared to the previous ones, and people really wanted the next big game in the Battlefield series. So basically, announcement came out this week that a new Battlefield game is in development and will be coming to consoles and PC this holiday season. So we're gonna start getting trailers and gameplay videos possibly in the later part of this year, because the game is confirmed to come out this holiday season. So probably like November or December, we're gonna see a new Battlefield. And additionally, they're gonna be making a mobile phone version of the game. So kind of like how Call of Duty has Call of Duty Mobile, as like a kind of phone version that you can play around with. It's actually kind of fun. Battlefield is going to be doing the same exact thing, so I will definitely be checking that out. I like Battlefield games. They are definitely, I would say, a little bit more skill-based than Call of Duty. Like, there's definitely more strategy that goes into Battlefield, but very, very exciting. So I'm excited to see a trailer or gameplay whenever they decide to reveal that. Next, we got an announcement about Cyberpunk 2077, a game that, let's say, didn't have the best launch last year when it released, but they just gave us information about how many copies of the game were sold and not refunded. So this is just the amount of copies that Cyberpunk 2077 sold in 2020. So apparently Cyberpunk 2077 sold about 13.7 million copies last year. It's probably at like 20 or something million now for sure. So even though the game doesn't look the best on the old gen Xbox or PlayStation systems, it's doing very, very well regardless of the bad reviews and getting pulled from PlayStation and all these people asking for refunds. Apparently the game still did very well, and developers at CD Projekt Red are working on, you know, patching and updating the game, so they're going to be satisfied with the quality and what they made. So I was actually kind of surprised that it sold that well. That's a good amount of copies for sure. Next, we got some news about Fortnite. So maybe, I'm sure most of you have maybe heard about this if you watch videos on the channel, but Fortnite has an official kind of collab with DC Comics, where there's an actual story set within the Batman universe that fully links up with Fortnite and is an official lore piece for the Fortnite universe. So not only is this a collab, but it's actually officially canon for Fortnite, so it's kind of a big deal. Apparently this comic is going to reveal the source of everything and reveal something about Fortnite that no one has ever known. At least that's what they're teasing. So there's going to be about 6 issues for this story. And we follow Batman accidentally getting sucked into the world of Fortnite, getting trapped and trying to find a way out. And each comic book issue will come with some kind of code to unlock some kind of special cosmetic within Fortnite. So this week, this past week, there's been so many like posts and pieces of news from comic book stores all over the world saying like, we have so many people calling us for like Fortnite comics and ordering Fortnite comics, like they're completely sold out. It's crazy, like the power of Fortnite has like completely destroyed the comic book world in some places. It's funny. But it's pretty cool. I have actually read the comic book, and I recommend checking it out if you're a fan of Fortnite and Batman. It's definitely very exciting. Like, I'm curious to see what happens. Let's see. Next, we got a piece of news that's very, very good for Xbox owners. So, for the longest time, ever since like the Xbox 360 days, if you wanted to play a video game online, you would have to pay for Xbox Live, and you'd have to buy a subscription, which basically gave you access to play video games online and have like multiplayer. And this never changed. Sony, on the other hand, PlayStation 3 online was free, and then on PS4 they changed it so you would have to pay for online games to play them online, but only if they were not free to play games. So games like Fortnite, you wouldn't have to pay to play them online, which makes sense because they're a free game. But Xbox, on the other hand, they still were making people pay to play Fortnite and other free games like Apex Legends and stuff like that. And Xbox gamers, they didn't like it, but they kind of put up with it like, well, there's nothing we can do. We gotta pay to play Warzone and pay to play Apex and Fortnite. Well, that has completely changed now. They came out with an official statement saying that free-to-play games will no longer require Xbox Live to play them online if you have Xbox devices. So that's an amazing piece of news. I'm very happy. And we all know that Microsoft was doing this, because more sales. They would just sell like tons of these subscriptions because people would just buy them to play Fortnite or Apex or whatever their favorite game was. But now, I think they finally realized like they can't really make people pay for something that's free, so they changed it. And honestly, I'm very happy. I got a lot of friends that play on Xbox, and I'm sure they were not happy that they had to pay all these years just to play free games. So good on Microsoft for that. This week we got a trailer for a game that I'm excited for. It's the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. It looks amazing. I'm a big fan of the Ninja Gaiden series, and I will try to pick up this collection either on PlayStation or on PC. Usually any game that involves ninjas and fighting and stuff like that are something that I'm like super like attracted to. Like, I love playing as ninjas in games and fighting, action games, stealth games, that kind of genre is something that I really enjoy playing. So this is a collection, a trilogy of the Ninja Gaiden games from the PS3 and 360 era, and they kind of like ported them together for modern systems. Apparently there's some problems, but I hope those things are patched and fixed by the time of release. So a trailer came out for that. Next, we got a piece of news that there's going to be a Knights of the Old Republic Star Wars game. For those that don't know, there's this Star Wars RPG that came out on Xbox and PC called Knights of the Old Republic. Did very, very well, and it's been ported to other systems too. Like, it's even on phone right now. But it's going to get a remake because people really love this game, and the graphics are kind of outdated nowadays. So honestly, I'm very excited about this. I love Star Wars, and I love Star Wars games, so any remakes or remasters of older games, I'm all for it. I would absolutely love if they did a remake of Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. I played that game so much on PlayStation 2, it was great. I would love like an HD version of that for PS5, that would be awesome. But yeah, they're working on some kind of remake for this game, so that's awesome. Next, we got a weird piece of news that fans of this series have been waiting for a very, very, very long time. So apparently, there's going to be a new Virtua Fighter game. Now, Virtua Fighter as a series has kind of been dormant for a very long time. And what happened was, in Japan on the PlayStation Store, they accidentally leaked this game, and people took notice and started posting about it online. So it seems like we're going to be getting some kind of Virtua Fighter announcement for a new game very, very soon. So I'm actually kind of excited. Virtua Fighter is a very old fighting game series. It's been around for decades now. And it has like a decent popular spot in the fighting game community. Like there's people that really love this game. It might not be of the same quality as, say, Dead or Alive or Tekken or something like that, but it's still solid. So I'm excited to check out this new one. I'll definitely play it. Let's see, what else do we got here? A new test drive game called Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown has been announced for like PlayStation 5, PS4 this week. I think it's coming out for Xbox and PC as well. So, if you're a fan of the Test Drive series, this is a brand new one. Honestly, it looks nice. I haven't played a Test Drive game in years, but Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is what this new one's going to be called, and I'm in the mood for racing games recently. I've been playing some older ones, so I might actually have to keep an eye on this one. What else do we got here? So there's kind of a fun story if you're a Nintendo fan. Back on the Game Boy, Nintendo released this Game Boy printer where they basically had a camera, the Game Boy camera, and this printer where you could take photos and actually print them on your Game Boy. Now the quality would be terrible. It would be like super, super bad, like low quality resolution, and the photos would come out in like black and white. But it was still fun for the time. Well, it seems like Nintendo is working on something kind of like this with the Nintendo Switch. They basically collaborating with Fujifilm to release a special printer and camera for the Instax Mini. Let me click on this actually because I just saw this story really quick and I didn't get all the info, but it's kind of awesome. So basically, there's kind of like this Pokemon Snap themed camera device, which is basically going to allow you to take photos and then like print them. So basically you take photos with your Switch, send them to your phone, and then your phone will print out these photos, and it's like some kind of like weird Pokemon Nintendo Switch collab with Instax Mini. Here it's called Instax Mini Link. So basically it goes from Switch to your phone to this printer, and it prints out like quality photos. There's like this cute Pikachu here. I guess it's like the printer. It's kind of weird, but also kind of awesome. Like, if you're a Pokemon fan, you might want to check this out. So, weird devices like this always kind of interest me when it comes to Nintendo, because they're always inventing, like, fun and unique ways to, like, enjoy their games. Sorry about that, it was just a piece of candy. Next, we got some sad news for Overwatch fans especially. So, Jeff Kaplan, director of Overwatch, decided he was going to leave Blizzard this week after almost 20 years at the company. Now, I love Jeff Kaplan. He's so awesome. He really put all of his heart and soul into Overwatch, and he did a great job. No joke, back when I was playing Overwatch, like every single day for hours, I would watch Jeff Kaplan whenever he did his like update videos on YouTube, telling the community like what they were going to update, what they were going to nerf, and he always seemed like a cool and genuine guy. So I wish him the best. He must have his reasons for leaving Blizzard, but it is sad to see him go because I feel like he's a very valuable person to that company, and he's definitely put in the work these years. So best wishes to Jeff Kaplan. Overwatch team is definitely gonna miss you, and the fans like myself are as well. So, wow, I just can't believe it. But yeah, best wishes to you, man. That was awesome. Like you working on Overwatch, super cool. Next, Rocket League. So Rocket League is going to be getting a limited edition Lamborghini. It's only going to be available for a limited time. So if you're a fan of Lamborghinis, or if you're a fan of Rocket League, you got to check this out. So this is like a weird collab too, because Lamborghini doesn't really like collaborate with game companies, especially ones like maybe, you know, like a Fortnite or Rocket League. It's definitely kind of interesting that they would work together, but from the 21st to the 27th of April, there's going to be some kind of like bundle that's going to be live in the shop, and yeah, you can pick up a Lamborghini. There's also like a Lamborghini player banner that's going to be available for free. So if you don't have money to buy the Lamborghini on the shop, you can always, you know, just pick up this banner for free if you don't want to get the car. But that's kind of awesome. Like, yo, I don't even play that much Rocket League, but even this makes me want to buy a car. Like, a Lamborghini is a Lamborghini. I'm sure it might be some kind of rare skin in the future, so I might have to pick it up. Very, very cool. I kind of wish more games had like a limited edition Lamborghini added. Like, imagine Mario Kart getting a Lamborghini collab. It's also not that weird. They had a Mercedes-Benz collab with Mario Kart a while back, so I could totally see that happening again, maybe with Lamborghini this time. Xbox initiated its limited beta for iOS this week, where it basically allows for cloud gaming on Xbox. So Microsoft is really pushing this idea of Xbox cloud gaming, where basically they want people to be able to play on their Xbox from their mobile phone or their tablet devices when their Xbox is not around. And yeah, the beta just started. It's limited, so only like a select few that signed up are able to get in. But I'm sure it's actually kind of cool. Like, I saw some videos and the concept seems awesome. Like, imagine being away somewhere, you have your controller, you got your iPhone, pull it out, you play some games. There might be a little bit of delay, a little bit of lag, but if you have 5G internet, quality should be stable according to Microsoft. So I'm sure they're working on this, trying to make, you know, everything function properly. But the idea of gaming on your console when you're not at home, something that really appeals to me, so I like that a lot. So good news to PlayStation fans this week. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition is fully free to download. And yes, if you have PS4 or PS5, you can download this for free. There's no subscription or anything required. All you need is your console and a PlayStation account. You go on the store, you search for Horizon Zero Dawn, you download the Complete Edition fully for free. This is some kind of, you know, special thing Sony is doing. Play at home. They want people, you know, to self-quarantine during this pandemic, stay home, stay safe. They're offering free games, and this is also part of the collab that they're doing with the Aloy Horizon Zero Dawn skin in Fortnite, you know. I think they're hoping that Fortnite fans that maybe saw the Aloy skin in the item shop will check out the game for free on their PlayStation, so Sony's pretty good at marketing, so I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. So, PlayStation fans, gaming fans, you all did great. Sony has officially backtracked on their statement of taking down the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita online stores. So basically what happened was, if you didn't know, Sony was like stealth. They put out like a very stealth announcement that they thought would go under the radar, like, oh hey, we're gonna be shutting down the PS3, PSP, and PlayStation Vita online stores, and if you don't update your games, they're gonna be offline forever type of thing. And people all over the internet, all PlayStation fans, gaming fans, news websites, kind of started talking about this, like, what is going on? This is crazy. Sony, you can't do this. And people made a really big deal about this, and I don't think Sony liked how negative some of the stuff was, especially with the PS5 just releasing. The last thing they want is for people not to have confidence in their brand. So they kind of backtracked and were like, okay, whoa. We're not going to shut down PS3 servers online, and we're not going to shut down the PlayStation Vita store anymore. So those are going to be up. But they said they're still going to be shutting down the PSP store later this year. So honestly, I think that's okay. PSP is pretty old. It's kind of a dead system like the PS2. There's not really new PSP, like PlayStation portable games coming out. PS Vita and PS3 actually still have some games coming out for them, surprisingly. So I think it's good that they have those out still. But PSP, yeah, it's okay if Sony closes that. Honestly, it's probably like a security risk to leave the PSP store open. I'm sure there's some people that have their credit cards linked on their PlayStation Network account and details that maybe hackers could access through the old PSP firmware. So it's maybe a little bit unsafe now in 2021. So I understand why Sony wants to take those servers offline, but it's awesome that PS3 and PlayStation Vita are going to stay online. And of course, don't worry, PS4 is going to be on for a very long time. And PS5 just came out. So that is very good news. Let's see, what else do we got here? Okay, Metal Gear RYZEN fans, or Metal Gear Solid fans, should be happy. Konami, this week, registered trademarks for the Metal Gear Solid series and Castlevania, and they specifically named Metal Gear RYZEN. So this has led a lot of fans to speculate that maybe we're going to be getting a Metal Gear RYZEN sequel, or a Metal Gear RYZEN like HD remastered version for PlayStation 5 or something. Now, I'm very excited if Konami does something like this. I loved Metal Gear RYZEN. Even though Hideo Kojima is no longer at Konami, I would still play Metal Gear Solid games, especially if they remastered some older ones, like if they gave us a Metal Gear Solid 4 or Metal Gear Solid 1 remake. Would definitely play that. So I'm hoping they do something like this. The same goes for Castlevania. So I really hope they're working on something and they didn't just, update their trademarks for no reason. That would be weird. Let's see. Apparently good news for Marvel's Spider-Man fans. If you bought Spider-Man Miles Morales on PS4, PlayStation 5, you're one of the people that made sure that this game outsold The Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. Because according to Sony, Spider-Man Miles Morales has outsold both of these games in the US already. So Spider-Man, super popular character. People love Spider-Man games, movies, anything that has to do with Spider-Man. So I think this just shows just how popular this series is, this franchise, because Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima were very big games when they came out, and yet Spider-Man's been out for less time already and has surpassed these games in terms of sales, so it's doing very, very well. And last piece of news is about Kenshin Impact PlayStation 5 version of this game is going to be releasing on the 20th of April, the 28th of April. And it's going to have a 4K, support with 60 FPS. So the game's going to look beautiful, play amazingly, and yeah, it's going to be out on PS5. So if you have never played Genshin Impact and you got a PS5, you might want to check out this game. I played it on PC. It's pretty good. It's definitely a very popular game. Shout out to Hoshi ASMR. He only plays this game on his channel. Mostly he does some other games, but I watch his Let's Plays. Very relaxing. Genshin Impact is a very in-depth game. Lots of stuff going on. I don't like some of the free-to-play, like, money aspects about it, but the game itself is actually quite fun, so very cool to see that coming to PS5. I think PlayStation 5 owners are going to definitely check that one out. And, yeah, that's everything on news, or for the news this week, so thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. So long.